How bad is League's balancing right now? So recently, ASAP did an interview with Riot Games that was, I would say, fine. I think it talked about a lot of the major issues in the community, but I don't think it excuses the fact that I think the game's balancing has been a little poor, and I wanted to talk about it. This TikTok's going to be a little bit more venty, a little bit more ranty, so forgive me if it's a little more rambly than my usual stuff. By the way, here's Cat Cam, so you stay entertained. I think the biggest issue with League in its current state is it doesn't change fast enough. The most recent patch has been kind of a breath of fresh air, in my opinion, because I felt like it included a lot of changes that were meaningful. But before that, each patch just kind of feels like, oh, here's something that is like okay or cool, but it doesn't actually help the game that much. League Classic, it feels like there were a ton of resources that were actually poured into it, because when I think about how the game is balanced currently, it's not doing well, and Season 3, which is supposed to be like this huge massive change, basically got no fanfare or orchestra, and they're supposed to do like, some huge changes for the new season, and there just weren't any. Again, I think that's because the resources are going into League Classic, which is cool for the people who like that game mode, but I played one game and lost interest. I don't care about League Classic. I want League, the game I'm playing right now, to be fun. And currently, I think it is fun. It's still a fun game. I enjoy playing it, but there's just so many, I guess, baffling choices of design. Like, that they buffed Graves recently, which is just weird to me, because the champion is really strong. I get if it's like a marksman, class-wide change, why they might buff him, but surely you should compensation nerf him. Does Riot not know that this champion is really, really strong for high elo? There's a lot of changes like that I'm just unsure of. Or Syndra. She is broken right now, and she's played in pro as well. I don't know why it's not being addressed. It's been months of this, and I just think it's very frustrating that we can't get more satisfying changes. Now, I'm a mid laner, so I'm talking obviously about a lot of the issues with mid lane, but I think mid lane is probably the most put together role in terms of there aren't that many issues with it. I think jungle's also fine. I think support's a little bit of a mess. I don't love that you can kind of play everything in support, but it's whatever. Mage's bot recently got addressed, but there's still certain Mage's bot that definitely need nerfs. Victor bot lane being much better than Victor mid is kind of a shame to me, and it's very, very, very frustrating to play against. I was recently filled bot lane, and it was just the worst experience ever. And lastly, top lane is just kind of a disaster role. Now, I don't have great solutions, but I would love to see any sort of change at all. It has been what feels like 6 months of this really, really, frankly, toxic meta that I want to see change. The counter pick meta top lane is absurd. If you just look at pro play, what they're picking and the way it pans out, it's just not fun to watch. I think that's going to be the end of my rant for today. Thank you for listening. It's just the glacial slow rate of change for patches is really, really, really bad for your average player who I think desires some sort of change. And until we get some sort of quick change, more quick change, I'm not going to be convinced Riot's actually listening to the community, which sucks. Hi, kitty. Hello. Hello.